Everyone talks about how expensive housing is in Boston, but that doesn't mean it's just in Boston. Neighboring cities and towns feel it too, especially Somerville, the most densely populated city in New England, with about 20,000 people per square mile. That's on average only about 37 square feet of space per person. This is a really big problem, with some people having to work multiple jobs and still not being able to pay their mortgage.
A factor contributing to this is gentrification. Gentrification is when wealthier people move into a poorer neighborhood, which improves housing and attracts new businesses. Sounds good, right? But the problem with this is that it brings up the prices of living in the neighborhood, forcing the less wealthy people that used to live there out. So many people end up being displaced from their homes without any control over it, making the housing problem even worse. As former Somerville Mayor Curtatone said,
The danger is we're going to push out a lot of people who want to be part of our communities. We're going to start losing the soul and fabric, the artists, the diversity in our cities.
You can find an example of gentrification written in this article from the Cambridge Day. It says, triple-deckers were traditionally a path to homeownership for working-class families. Now they, and single and two-family homes, are each transformed into 3 luxury condos for well more than $1 million each, which would require an annual income of more than $225,000.
The author of this article is actually Somerville State Senator Pat Jalen, which brings us to our next topic. While the lack of affordable housing is a big problem in Somerville, people are still working tirelessly to combat it. Pat Jalen, for example, has been supporting bills in the Massachusetts Senate that work to improve affordable housing. And the Somerville Mayor, Katia Ballantyne, believes that affordable housing is the most pressing issue in Somerville currently. She has been working in affordable housing for 25 plus years and has implemented things such as an inclusionary zoning ordinance, stating that 20% of any housing buildings over 5 units has to be affordable housing units. In other words, that means 1 out of 5 housing units in large buildings have to be considered affordable. A house is considered affordable if it takes less than 30% of a household's monthly income to keep it secured.
Even though all of this effort has been made to make housing more affordable, there is still more work to be done. So talk to your local official, whether it be a member of the Massachusetts Congress, your mayor, or your city councilor, and show that people care about this issue.